They tied her to a wooden post, arms stretched above her head, skin already slick with blood from the first round of lashes. The iron claws, curved and glinting in the torchlight, waited on a nearby table. The crowd leaned forward, hungry for spectacle. Blandina closed her eyes. She was only a slave. Small, frail, unimportant. Yet in the summer of 177 AD, her name would echo through history. Lyon, the heart of Roman Gaul, had become a stage for terror. The empire demanded loyalty. The Christians refused. Rome called it rebellion, and rebellion required blood. Rumors had spread like wildfire. They said Christians worshipped donkeys, feasted on infants, mocked the gods. The magistrates wanted proof. The governor, eager to appease Emperor Marcus Aurelius, ordered mass arrests. The prisons overflowed. The amphitheater became a slaughterhouse. Blandina was among the accused. Her masters were citizens, but she was not. Torture would reveal the truth, or so they believed. When soldiers dragged her into the square, she looked fragile, barely 16, trembling beneath the weight of her chains. None expected her to last an hour. They began with scourging. The first whip cracked against her back, the iron tips digging deep. The second tore away strips of flesh. Blood spattered the stones. The sound echoed across the arena, wet, rhythmic, cruel. Her body convulsed, but she uttered no confession. "Swear by the gods," they demanded. She whispered instead, "I am a Christian." Again and again they struck her until her back was unrecognizable, a raw canvas of red and black. Still, she spoke the same words, calm and steady. The guards grew uneasy. The crowd demanded more. The next torment broke most before it began. Her limbs were stretched across a wooden frame, tendons creaking under tension. The rack groaned as the torturers turned the winch. Bones cracked, her body twisted in impossible shapes. The onlookers gasped, but Blandina prayed. Even her fellow prisoners wept for her, believing she could not survive the day. Yet each morning she appeared again, dragged from the cells, still breathing, still whispering. "Christ is my strength," she murmured. To her captors, she became something unnatural, an echo of defiance they could not silence. When the arena gates opened, the crowd roared. Wild beasts were released first, a lion, a bear, then a bull with gilded horns. Prisoners were tied to stakes, their screams carried on the wind. Blandina watched as one by one her companions were crushed, torn, or trampled. Then it was her turn. They tied her to a post in the center of the arena. The bull snorted, pawing at the ground. When it charged, its horns grazed her side, drawing another crimson line across already broken skin. She staggered, but did not fall. "She smiles," a soldier muttered. It was true. She did not curse. She smiled. The bull withdrew. The crowd waited for the finishing blow, but the governor wanted something slower. He gestured toward the executioners. "Bring the claws," he said. 4 men approached. Each held an iron hook attached to a chain. They drove the claws into her shoulders and chest, the metal sinking through skin and sinew. Then they pulled. Her body lifted, suspended by her own torn flesh. Blood streamed down her legs. The air filled with the sound of ripping. When they lowered her, she collapsed in a heap. Her breath came shallow. Still, when they demanded her faith, she raised her head. "I am one of them," she whispered. The crowd fell silent. For the first time, they saw not a criminal, but a girl who would not break. The governor, enraged, ordered her death. She was tied once more to the stake, her body a ruin of wounds and scars. A brazier was placed beneath her feet. Flames licked at the wood. Smoke curled around her like a dark veil. Her lips moved one last time, too soft to hear. Then the fire took her. By sunset, the arena stank of burnt flesh and oil. Her body was hung on a cross as a warning, but the warning failed. Those who had mocked her now whispered her name. Blandina, they said, the slave who defeated Rome not with weapons, but with endurance. Even hardened soldiers were unsettled. They claimed to see her face in the smoke that night, eyes calm, mouth unbroken. Her ashes were scattered to prevent her veneration, but her story spread across the empire, carried in secret by those who had seen her die without fear. The persecution in Lyon only deepened afterward. Dozens followed her to the flames and the beasts, yet her death became the emblem of an empire's cruelty and the resilience of its victims. The Romans won the spectacle, but lost the meaning. Blandina had turned torture into triumph. Her name endured through centuries of silence. To believers, she was sanctified. To historians, a testament to human endurance. To the rest of us, a haunting reminder. No power lasts forever, and no cruelty erases the courage of those who endure it. Would you have stood as she did? Broken, burning, yet unbowed before an empire. If this story chilled you, share your thoughts below, and join me next time when we travel east to witness a man punished in molten gold. A Roman general whose greed led to a death so horrific, even his enemies turned away. Molten gold poured into his throat, the gruesome death of Marcus Licinius Crassus.